Starting it live. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Stand by. All right, here we go. Hey, everybody, Chuck here from Viper Studios. We have a special guest today. You all know him from an amazing group called Frogg Cafe, and our great guest today is Bill Ayasse. Welcome, my friend. You're on.
I'm on, right? We should invite Andy Sussman on there.
Oh, that's true.
You know, I don't know.
Can we still do that?
I'm sure we can. I think if you text him a link or something, I'm sure he'll.
I'll do that while we do our thing.
Yeah. So anyway, what do you want to talk about?
How's everything going, man? Everything good?
Good. Home for 2 weeks with my wife Veronica.
That's unbelievable.
It's definitely odd. Have you been good and not hung out with people for real?
Yeah, I guess that's true, right?
But I mean, have you been good?
I've been good. I've been keeping busy. I just installed 2 closed circuit television systems, and I've been, trying to do some local stuff, helping out some neighbors with food, but I think I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop only because of
coronavirus?
The possibility of corona.
Too late now, Chuckles.
Yeah. The crazy thing, Bill, is people outside of New York are afraid of New Yorkers because they feel that we're sick, that we're all sick.
I'm afraid of them.
What's that?
I'm afraid of them.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. So the cool thing is, I've been telling people, listen, you know what? There's over 10 million people up there, and you've got 30,000 now, 40,000 people who are infected, but yet, unfortunately, X amount of people have passed away. Not everybody is sick. I mean, you got millions and millions of other people who, I guess if we're not screened, we'll never know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, who knows? I'm going to change a mic setting quick. Hopefully it doesn't get anything weird. Hold on.
Okay, cool.
Is that better? 1, 2?
It sounds a little more. It sounds a little more boxy sounding.
Good or bad?
Actually, maybe play a little bit of a string and maybe
little strings.
That might actually.
Are you a fiddle tune?
Sweeten it a little bit.
It's hard to play in this chair.
That's true. That's not your traditional seat, right?
So yeah, this is what I've been doing for 2 weeks. Just
working on some new tunes.
Ukulele songs. No. Mostly getting ready for school because the students are online learning now.
Right.
And we've been creating videos. At least I've been creating videos for my students to play along with.
Yeah. How's it working?
That's why my bass is behind me, and I've got a cello on the floor over there. So it's okay. I mean, the kids really haven't been required to do anything, but I think Monday they're going to start getting on their cases.
Gotcha.
So some of the kids have done it. A lot. I shouldn't say some. A lot of kids have sent in assignments for me. We use Google Classroom.
Yeah.
So it's been interesting. I've gotten a lot done. I've been, spending a few hours futzing around with school stuff and then painting the doors with Veronica.
Yeah.
The trim and the molding, and so there's going to be a lot of homes that are much better off than they were a month ago.
Hey, I tell you, every place around the world is going to be cleaner. Also,
it's going to be cleaner. People outside, with scissors trimming their lawn, outside with scissors.
That's true. Hey, I have to say, even down here, the air quality, there's less mist or dust or that we're used to. Because I just did some research a couple of days ago. Almost 500,000 school buses, right?
Have
stopped.
Yeah, well, they said the same thing in China, in Wuhan. Like there was a gas cloud over that city because there's so much construction. I mean, so much. Carbon
dioxide,
manufacturing and stuff like that. And then now it's a lot cleaner.
Yeah, unbelievable. So maybe we will get that Green Deal.
Maybe it'll be better. I don't know. Who knows?
That's true. That's true. But so let me ask this: with your students, if you're allowed to say this, and then we're going to jump into the main arranged subject. But will you have them post some things online, or is it more internal in the school system?
It's all well, no, they're not posting stuff publicly.
Oh,
It's a Google. It has it set up for schools, so only people with emails associated with with the school can get in that.
can get in that. Okay.
So, like, if I gave you the link to, for instance, we use Google Meet, and so the next week I'm going to set up meetings with the kids as groups, and I can't send that link to you because it wouldn't work for you. You have to log in as a school member.
I see. Yeah. So there
So
has to be that.
they can't, yeah, there is that security. I mean, I could share it with other teachers that are in the district. They become co-teachers and stuff because we've been sharing materials back and forth.
That's excellent. That's cool.
Which is, kind of what you have to do. But I noticed, like, I mean, I had 40 kids send me an assignment, and then it took 2 minutes a kid, plus the download time of 30 seconds to a minute. And so it was, to do 40 kids is hours. Hours and hours of just correcting. So there are some teachers, like music teachers in the elementaries, that have 500 kids.
Oh, wow.
If they give an assignment, it's a week-long worth of checking all those assignments.
Wow.
It's not like normally, like, you give an assignment, whatever, sing this for me and you're done. But if you're doing it where, can you record this for me and then sing it for me and then send it in?
Right.
It's a long, arduous process.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody realized. I think what this is going to teach us is that this could happen again. And if it does happen again, we know how to address it. Because there's some districts that aren't set up. Northport, all the kids have Chromebooks.
Right.
Except for, I think the little guys didn't but now they do. They gave them all Chromebooks that they used in school. They handed them out all the way to high school.
Oh, wow.
So they have Chromebooks that they're able to use. Chromebooks are, I'm sure the district probably gets them between $50 and $100. Even though there's a lot of kids, it's still cheaper than buying a book in some cases.
That's true. Or having that's cool. So let's get to. So listen, man, we appreciate all what all the school teachers are doing, especially in this time. Being home. I mean, which is a great thing, but also to continue the education or the academia for the students, for them to, especially at this time, to prepare for graduation. Those who are graduating and those who are going to be moving up, from middle school into high school. So just a shout out to all you guys, to everyone, excuse me, because what you do is priceless. Although there's some chatter that, hey, they're not my kids. But with that said, you guys do a remarkable job, and I think teachers in this country honestly need more support and more respect when it comes to what they do for other people's children, because after they leave your classrooms, and get out of the system, they're in the working place, and so.
I certainly feel bad for people that are still going to work and their kids are at home. I mean, I don't know what they're planning to do if both parents are not at home. If you have little ones and you have to take off, this is a huge, it's a huge burden on everybody. And then if you're a teacher and you're trying to help your kids, and you, like, Adam's got, I think, 3 and a 5. Adam Rizzuti, he's got little guys.
Yeah,
I think they're 3 and 6. I mean, they're Adam through and through, so they don't sit still for 2 seconds.
Right.
So he's got to take care of them, or his wife, and they're both teachers, and so they can't even, they can't have an online meeting with his kids without, those 2 kids.
Without being interrupted. But the cool thing is, like News 12, the ladies on News 12, they're showing also how working out of home, or even on Today's Show, how they're working out of home, and it's hard for their, the kids are in the other room, maybe their husbands are there, or someone else is watching the kids, and so even though they are there is that separation anxiety that the kids have with their parents. So, but anyways, listen, great job for all you guys, and like I said, more things need to be. I think more support needs to be given to for teachers throughout this country, and in other parts of the world as well. So thank you so much for everything that you do for other people's children on the education side.
Hey, so let's get to I'll tell you a Frogg Cafe tune from a show we did in 2018 that I'm working on right now.
Okay.
Note that I worked on it after school hours. I'm not working on it during school, and so this is a song. I think it's Along the Way. It's one of the movements. It's like a big long improv thing. I won't necessarily play the whole thing because it might be longer than the time that we have. Right. But it's Nick has an intro. It's really excellent. It's a great improv, and I think he forgot what tune he was playing. That's why it's. So I'll share my screen with you, and then I guess I'll shut off my microphone so it doesn't get interrupted. But you know, here we go. I'll share a screen, and I'll do that screen. I think that's the one. Okay. I don't know. What do you see there, Chuck?
We see the WAV files and all the tracks.
Oh, okay. So I'll play you a little bit of Frogg Cafe.
Got married. Oh my God, I know.
I think he's referring to John Lieto's daughter just got married.
Excellent.
Ball player. So this is Frogg Cafe in Baltimore at Orion Studios.
This appears to be a new one.
I think the tune just started.
It's a short song.
Cool improv, though.
Sounds pretty good for a live show over at Orion. So those of you who just joined us, we have Catherine Roach, who just joined us.
What else we have? I don't know. Mag-uritis.
Excellent. Hey, welcome everybody. So Bill, give us a little idea. Give us a little idea on the music and what inspired you guys to write that particular song.
That's a 3-part Nick Lieto. It's actually like probably more than that. Probably a 5 or 6-part Nick Lieto tune that I think he was inspired by his family, his kids. You know, all the different things that he. Most of his songs are all very, I won't say spiritual in the Gothic sense or spiritual in the religious sense, but spiritual in the people sense. You know, people that are surround him, the people he loves. So he always writes great songs about them.
Is that what the definition is for Gothic? What you were saying?
I just think of like, you know, the Roman Catholic Church type of thing with the with the gargoyles in the front.
Oh, I got you. Excellent. So listen, I know you guys have been working on some new material. Is there any new material?
That was the new one that we're working on, and material-wise, I guess now that I have the time to start futzing around with it. So,
right.
You know, in between lessons and stuff like that. So, this actually came from a great. That show is great. I have, and I feel terrible. I can't remember the guy's name, but he did a 3-camera shoot for us.
Yeah.
And it came out fantastic. So I've got that all loaded up into Final Cut. His 5 billion audio takes. I mean, the video takes. It's be the. I just gotta. I think I just need to pick at one of the tunes because I think it's way overwhelming doing a 2-hour show like that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it'd be fun to do, but I don't know if I have the brain or the life for that.
Well, the thing is, you could play back. I mean, if you could play all those stems back all at the same time.
Yeah, and then run them. You know,
maybe.
He gave me a great what's the word for it? It's all 3 of the cameras are up on one shot, all in sync.
It's like awesome. A composite.
Yeah. So it's actually easier to work with, and then you can work from there.
I see. That's cool.
But it's all in 4K. He did a great job.
Oh, he did. Oh, those files are massive.
Oh, they're massive. It took all night to drop them into Final Cut.
And just to transcode those, you know, you just walk away, you come back a week later, and they're still transcoding.
Hey, I got a tune I want to play for you.
Excellent. What's the name of this one?
It's not my tune. I had a guy come in, super nice guy, Chris Negroponte, and he did a song, about 5 songs as a demo, and this one's called Tomorrow Is There, and he wants to write a Broadway show based on these tunes. All right. And so I really enjoyed this particular one. I mean, to me, it almost is like he doesn't need to turn it into a Broadway show. I think he's got enough material to turn it into a standalone album. Okay. I don't even know if he's on Facebook. He's just I don't know, guy in his 50s, and he decided to come and sing. But anyway, I'll play you a few seconds of this. It came out really cool.
Okay.
It's just him and his guitar.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hold me in your heart. Let love get torn apart. Tell you what I see. What lies ahead for you and me. There's a road that leads away from, miles away from downtown nowhere. It's not far, just down the way, son. Won't be long, tomorrow is there. Kiss me, make a vow. Future starts right here and now. 'Cause I want you with me. get you by my side on that road that leads away from miles away from downtown nowhere. It's not far, just down the way some. Won't be long, tomorrow is there. Stay strong, hang tough. We got more than enough love, honey, to get it done. One day, real soon, we'll be higher than the moon. I know.
So we should
I like that, man.
yeah, man. Again, when everybody's healthier again, we can maybe have them into your the Viper podcast.
Oh, hell yeah. That would be awesome.
And then I did one with Cass, which I'm sure she would come over too.
Okay.
I don't know if we have time to show you all that stuff, but
Yeah, that'd be cool. Because I just had Jack LaCitra.
yeah, that's awesome.
That was cool also. He wrote an awesome song, a very inspiring, Americana song for, to heal America, and just a great song. I would love to see how it have all you guys perform on that together, and if this song or any other songs that you guys have that you could all collaborate
He
on.
recorded an album here a while back. Yeah, I want to say 8-9 years ago. He had a lot of kids on it. It was really like, his spiritual album. I guess he's very similar in the way Nick writes tunes,
Yeah.
Everything.
They both have great energy, and even you guys, all of you guys, everyone that I've met through. And basically, I think you, Mr. Ayasse, opened up the vault to me basically meeting a lot of people from your through your network, way back in the day, probably like in early 2000s, because we've known each other.
How old do you think we are? I mean, Chuck, we're not that old.
I'm 22. I just lost my hair early.
I know. I'd fight with a shaver, right?
Every day. I always lose, but but yeah, man, I think all of you guys, all the musicians that I have met through you have been very, well. I think you all went to Potsdam, right? Was it Potsdam?
Yeah, a lot of us. Yeah.
You guys did.
Yeah.
But regardless of that, I know that's very important because they have an excellent music program there. But I think just the culmination of everybody all working together, it's kind of like Nashville. There's certain groups that you guys I think you guys are, in some ways, you're competing with each other just to get better, and to show your range of music and talents.
I feel bad. I mean, the people that are doing this full time right now are having a heck of a time. So hopefully they're out there online and making some money.
That's
a lot of the players, were barely making ends meet anyway, and then all of a sudden all their gigs are canceled.
I know.
I had quite a few cancel, but it's not my sole income. But I feel bad. I know a lot of people are concerned.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, when we go back to, or when we gravitate to a new normal, whatever that's going to be, I hope.
My fear is the new normal. Hopefully, everybody is out. Everybody does want to get out, but I don't know if that's true. I think it's going to be trickle in. It's going to be slow. A lot of venues that these people play at have been closed for a long time. So then for them to reopen on a whim, or even just to restock some of these places, is going to be rough.
That's true, but you know what? That's part of the process, right? For us all to.
Hold on, Veronica's here.
Is she coming in? Hello.
Oh, you can't hear Chuck really well? Veronica's listening upstairs. She says she can't hear you enough.
How's that? That's probably a little bit better. Hey,
Yeah.
1, 2, 2.
Go check on his.
I'll move the microphone a little bit closer to me.
I can hear you fine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to keep that discreet.
Mm-hmm. It's the room is a little washy.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in my kitchen. I don't have any acoustic panels like you have in the back corner. In the back, but thank you, Veronica. I appreciate it. Yeah.
It's over now though, so it doesn't really matter. Right?
Yeah. So let me ask, any other? Now you're on the those who are watching who don't know Bill. Bill is also on the Long Island Blue Club Bluegrass
Long Island Bluegrass Club.
Bluegrass Club or the Bluegrass Club of Long Island. Is that another agency?
An agency.
Nonprofit. But listen, it's a nonprofit organization, and what they do
Right.
every summer, they have a free concert that takes place down at Tanner Park in Copiague on Long Island, and it's a really wonderful setting.
Did you say free? It's not a free concert.
Oh, it's not free?
No.
Okay,
You
sorry.
get in because you work it, but they don't charge you to get in.
we work it at a discount, at a big discount.
It costs as much as going to the movies. So
That's true. So, the thing is the Long Island Bluegrass Club always looks for donations, and obviously this is not the best time to ask for that. But just keep it in the back of your mind, those of you who are watching.
we do that in conjunction with the Babylon Arts Council.
Right, the Babylon Arts Council, and they're located in Lindenhurst.
Right at the that's where the Black Box Theater is. They have there.
Right, their small little performing arts center that they have there. And it really is a great organization. Brings a lot of music, a lot of new artists, artists that you would normally not see, and that's all because of Bill Ayasse and the board of directors sifting through a lot of different talent, especially down south and around the country that plays bluegrass or country or Americana, but in the bluegrass genre.
And we are planning it, so
It's a year planning process, right?
well, yeah, pretty much. But it seems like at the moment, the town and Baca and the Bluegrass Club are going to make it happen.
Right.
Obviously we don't know exactly what's going to happen. Obviously, it's all tentative.
Yeah.
Our headliner hopefully is going to be Danny Paisley and Southern Grass. They're out of Pennsylvania, hard driving bluegrass band.
Excellent.
Mike Compton and Joe Newberry are going to perform, and then
Oh, cool.
a bunch of locals. We're going to have a bunch of local bands. I think we're going to keep it a little bit more in house, just because we don't know what's going to happen.
That's true. That's true, because we don't know if they're going to reduce or restrict travel, right? Interstate.
We don't even know if they're going to give grants. The grant is the big thing. If
Right.
Suffolk County decides to cut corners or not cut corners, to save money because they lost so much money in this event, they might pull the funding for it. So, hopefully we can, do it just with ticket prices, but I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, if the public rallies and says, "Hey, we've been cooped up in our places for too long," I think there'll be a resurgence, right? There'll be a big push for outdoor festivals. Of course, there'll be people keeping their distance. I think much more than normal, and that might be the new norm. It's just that instead of everyone being kind of close or crowded, there'll be more space between everybody. So so maybe people could, if they're at the Bluegrass Festival, they could mosh or do a mosh pit then, because there'll be less people down.
Really mosh pits. Bluegrass mosh pits.
Bluegrass people, the bluegrass audience is such a cool audience. They're so respectful, and they sit, and a couple of jams they'll get up and jam, or the dance, but for the most part they kick
they're
back.
either playing. Usually they're either playing
Yeah.
themselves or they're listening. Those are the two choices.
That's true. That's true.
Bluegrass people all want to play. They want to play their instruments, and a lot of times people will go to festivals and never ever hear the bands because all they want to do is get together and play bluegrass with their friends.
Right, and just pick in those groups. Right.
So, yeah.
But that's cool. That's like a subculture or a subgroup, right? A social group that but it's not, it's open to everybody. It's not just, it's not exclusive. It's inclusive, because so if you have a violin and you know the tunes, pop in,
Right. That's what jam,
Which is nice.
bluegrass jam. Every festival you go to, any major bluegrass festival, not like overnight bluegrass festival, you'll see them really spend all their time at jamming until the wee hours of the morning. It's a lot of fun.
That's true.
Really cool.
That's true. Well, let me ask this: do you want to play? Would you like to play a little
Not really.
bluegrass?
Nah.
Or do you want to stick with the Frogg Cafe?
How much time do we have before we get cut off?
I think we have another 11 and a half minutes. 11 and a half minutes to go.
I thought you said 40 minutes. Wow.
Well, we're at 38 minutes. Oh, we're at 38 minutes right now.
Yeah. I think in the middle of my tune I would get cut off and be very upset.
Well, give us a little taste of something, maybe for like 30 seconds, if you have.
Let's see. I wrote this on this fiddle. I call it 5-string because there's 5 strings on this fiddle.
5 strings. Excellent.
You're rusty, so we'll see what happens.
All right.
Normally, going, okay, boys and girls, we're going to do a D scale. Like that.
That's awesome, man. I love that railroad. Sounds like,
Yeah.
the train coming through. Yeah. Is there a name for that? That when you draw that and it's like kind of 2 notes or 3 notes when you drag it out.
When I take my left hand and I squish it back, I call it a squiscionado.
Squiscionado.
Not squiscionado.
Okay.
That's called that. Don't know
Excellent.
what it's called.
As opposed to I don't know, a wet zucchini or something like that.
Yeah, that could be wet zucchini, but that's the.
Yeah.
You gotta what's the word for wet in Italian, and then you can put zucchini behind it. And then it's...
That's a nice zucchini. Hey, something like that. Sounds good. Well, listen, man, I look forward to seeing you guys. Is that tonight at 8 o'clock for that private meetup?
Yeah. We're not going to put it on YouTube.
We're not going to put it on. But folks,
8:30.
8:30. All right.
Yeah.
So
I'll probably play the. They probably want to hear some of these tunes. So if the audio came out good at your end, maybe I'll play the video.
Well, listen, check it out. Let's see what's up, and then if it's good and you like it, then let's maybe introduce a little bit of music into tonight's program. I think it'll be
So
really
if you
awesome.
like Frogg Cafe music and you don't know who we are, look up Frogg Cafe 2gs.com, FROGG Cafe. And if you need some sound lighting and whatever, look up Viper Studios. The S is for savings. Right? And then what else? Blue Frogg Studios, 2Gs again. If you're looking for some recording time, I could do editing suite and whatever you need. I'm here for you. And Chuck is also a man of many, many talents. And then obviously a podcast. You can do a podcast.
We could do a podcast too. Yeah, I love this, man. Because I don't have all my equipment, but I was able to jig this thing so that it all worked without any delays. So
we're like, 1,000 miles apart or so? How far are we?
A little over 550 miles.
Oh,
apart.
okay. It's 550 miles. That's nothing.
Yeah. But you know what? The thing is, podcasting brings people together. And, we got to see Kat Roach on the comments. Kat, we miss you. I'm glad you were able to come out and be a part of this podcast. Of course, we have Mrs. Ayasse. She's upstairs listening. Your mom?
Oh, no, that.
I think that's your Mrs. Ayasse. And but then, of course, everyone else who's going to be watching this after this gets posted, enjoy us. And again, frogcafe.com. That's 2 G's, FROGGCAFE. No little thing, right? Frogg Cafe. Is it? But then there's also Frogg Cafe music.
You can have it with the E, the hook on the E, but nobody knows how to do that on their.
Oh, you just press and hold that E key, and then you get the choices.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Same thing with your cell phone.
I don't know these things.
I know. And listen, you're busy teaching, So sometimes the student needs to be the teacher, or the teacher needs to be the student.
Always.
Excellent. Well, listen, look forward to seeing you when I get back up to New York, and be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys a little bit later tonight. All right. Thank you, my friend. We're at 40 minutes. Not bad. We're still rolling. But,
Maybe they took it off.
That's true. All right, brother.
I'll talk to you later.
Sounds good. All right. See you soon. Thanks, man. Bye now. So, everybody, that was Bill Ayasse of Frogg Cafe. and great band, great music that they play. If you ever get a chance to see them, they don't play as often as they once did, but you never know in this new economy. We'll probably end up doing some more live broadcasts and stuff like that. That will be piped out of Viper Studios and Unit 3.live, and .live is the actual website, Unit 3.live. So you'll see more stuff being broadcast out of there. So other than that, y'all be safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your friends, and however you can keep inspiring people, please do that, because in this time we need more positive news than negative news, and we will all definitely pull through this and get through this together. So God bless everyone. We'll see you soon, and thanks again for joining me on this this podcast. I'm actually happy to be able to do this for y'all, and there will be more. So thanks again, and again, we'll see you soon.